leaving Christianity and becoming an atheist, not only do I know that my virginity and body count are meaningless and don't matter or don't exist, I learned I don't owe a man anything. I don't owe a woman anything. I don't owe my parents, potential romantic partners, or anyone who's inquisitive anything. I don't owe them my time. I don't owe them my body, my attention. I don't owe anyone anything. It's so refreshing. I'm not responsible for their activity, their behavior, their words. I'm not responsible for them. I don't owe someone anything. And just because somebody likes me doesn't mean I owe them anything. Now, I do believe that if somebody is courageous enough to tell you they like you and acts in a somewhat decent manner so they're not creepy or pervy, be honest, kind, and, take care of their feelings. But no, you don't owe anyone anything. Just be kind about it. That's all. I grew up in Christianity where I owed everyone everything. My time, my money, my body, my feelings, my future, everything. Do you know how exhausting it is to live in that kind of environment? It's sickening. And I'm tired. I'm tired of living my life for people who don't care about me. They don't. Yeah, they might claim or have feelings and behaviors that show they care. But the second you show that you believe differently, that you've deconstructed, that you're an atheist, they won't love you. And if you get a rare experience where somebody does consistently love you and it's not hinging on what you believe and how you act, it's rare. And it's not the way the majority of Christian churches and Christianity behaves. It's so freeing. I don't owe anyone anything. I don't owe anyone my phone number. I don't have to give a man a reason why I say no. When I've been asked out by women, even though I'm cis and heterosexual, I just say politely, I'm just not available. I don't have to give a reason. If they ask why not, I just say that's my business. People who respect you and are decent people won't push to get an answer or get what they want when they know you're uncomfortable. And it's wonderful. I don't have to worry about how I dress or what I do because I live a decent life. I don't care if people like me. And it's so nice. Even the secular culture is extremely toxic to women, consent and boundaries. But when you understand, atheism is all about autonomy, consent, and treating people with respect and value. And we don't need a God to keep us from hurting and raping people. Seriously. That person's far from home. That's a Florida license plate. Wow. But Christianity blames women for everything. And then, even if a woman tries to protect herself and report people, they still are the victim to everyone. And no, I don't owe a man anything. And even if I'm married to one, which I'm not, I don't owe them anything. I don't owe monogamy to anyone. I've never promised monogamy to anyone. I've never given my word that I would do that. I don't owe a man monogamy, children, my time, my money, my labor, emotional and physical labor. I don't owe anyone anything. And unless I've given my word or had a adult consensual discussion and agreement, I don't owe anyone anything. And that's the whole point. Atheism rejects the idea that God owns our bodies and that we owe people things. As long as you're a decent human being who votes to uphold everyone's rights, the white, the minorities, the marginalized, I don't owe anyone anything but being a decent citizen. The problem isn't me saying no. The problem is the people who can't get it through their thick heads what no means. And they know what it means. They just don't care. And society rewards them for not caring. And church? It's not the best place to create boundaries. Churches I was in, boundaries didn't exist. You were owned by the church. So I'm glad that I'm as far away from religious legalism as possible. That doesn't mean I don't like a few Christian movies and books that I grew up in and used. I mean, I still watch Lord of the Rings, Narnia, and a few things like VeggieTales because they were a comforting influence in a legalistic, high-control environment. But I don't believe that way anymore. I'm free. That doesn't mean I don't have internalized bad messaging that makes me second-guess everything. Because you can't live in a world that gaslights you and controls you for 30 years and just flip the switch like Christians expect you to do concerning sex and relationships after marriage. You can't. And you shouldn't have to. But yeah, realizing I don't know anything to anybody, that my choices in my life should benefit me most of all. And anyone in my life that does not benefit and bring peace to my peaceful life, I don't owe them anything. And I want to get them out of my life if they don't bring me peace. But that's how I feel. And atheism and therapy taught me how to set boundaries and how to protect myself in a healthy way.